Good evening, everyone. For those who know me, you guys would know that I would love to take photos, and I'll never get this chance again.
Oh, you're like your dad.
Let me start from the top. Good evening, family, friends, teachers, and fellow graduates. Thank you all for coming out tonight to Trinity Christian's class of 2025. For those who do not know me, I'm Junior Florida, and I am honored to stand before you today as your valedictorian. It is a privilege to speak on behalf of our graduating class. I've been at Trinity for 7 years, and I never would have imagined the incredible journey, growth, and memories we make here. But before I begin my speech, I want to take a moment to thank my parents. They gave me the ambition to aim high and supported me every step of the way. Most importantly, they instilled in me a desire to know God. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for shaping me to the person I am today. We've come a long way from when we first started school. When we started, we were a bit chaotic. We were energetic, easily distracted, and more focused on having fun than on the future. We were still learning how to be responsible. We were still learning what mattered. And we were still becoming the people we are today. Looking back, we've grown so much from the people we were years ago. As a class and as individuals, we faced countless challenges. The late night studying, the long, grueling practices, and many experiences that forced us outside of our comfort zone. But through it all, we've grown. We've matured. And most importantly, we learned what it meant to persevere. Nothing showed that more clearly than on our senior trip to Spooky Slot Canyons in Utah. We were over 150 miles away from the nearest civilization, with no cell service, barely any food in the water, and a bunch of teenagers expecting an easy hike. And then, Mr. Jim, our guide and leader, fell off a ledge and broke both his legs. What started out as a lighthearted adventure quickly became a serious crisis. There was no easy way out, and there was no get-out-of-jail-free card. But surprisingly, we didn't panic or freeze. We looked out for each other and worked together. We figured out how to get help. We hiked for miles through brutal heat and tough terrain, not knowing how it all would end. But after suffering 7 hours in the desert during the hottest part of the day, we made it. That story wasn't just about survival. That moment was when I realized we weren't just kids anymore. When we were stuck in that desert, we had every reason to give up, to complain, to shut down. But we persevered. And not because we were strong on our own. We endured because we relied on each other, and most importantly, on God. James 1:2-4 states, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything." That desert experience showed us how much we matured. It reminded us how far we've come. All those years in the classroom, the late nights, the tough lessons, the wins, and the setbacks, they built something in us. And out there, when things got real, it all came together. We weren't just kids anymore. We were stronger, wiser, and more ready than we realized. And that perseverance and strength, that doesn't come from within ourselves. It comes from trusting in the one who walks with us through every hardship, every trial, and every canyon we go through. And now, as we graduate and head into a world that's just as unpredictable as that desert, I want us to remember this. Our strength to persevere doesn't come from ourselves. It comes from God. There will be moments when life doesn't go as planned. College will be tough, relationships will be hard, and the pressure will sometimes feel overwhelming. But remember God's promise in Romans 5:3-4. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. We saw that in that kingdom, and we lived it. That perseverance wasn't something we gained easily, but it grew something lasting in us. Maturity, unity, and a trust in God. So when life gets tough, don't be discouraged. Remember how we came through that desert, and remember who gave us the strength to do it. To our teachers, thank you for believing in us, even when we made it hard. To our parents, thank you for the patience, the prayers, and the love that never gave up on us. To my classmates, thank you for the laughs, the memories, and all the Nutella you guys brought for me. And to God, thank you for carrying us this far. Thank you for what's behind us and what's still ahead. So as we leave this place, whether we're headed to college, starting a job, or still figuring it out, I hope we walk with courage and joy. Life won't always be easy. There will be days when we feel lost, overwhelmed, or uncertain. But there will also be days full of light, lasting friendships, open doors, and growth you can't even imagine. The beauty of life is found in both, the highs and the lows, the triumphs and the trials. We will never promise to walk an easy road, but we will promise to never walk it alone. The same God who brought us through that canyon, and who brought us through high school, will bring us through whatever comes next. So let's move forward with confidence and perseverance, not because we have all the answers, but because we trust in the one who does. Let's carry forward with the strength we've earned and gained, and step boldly to the promise and purpose God has prepared for each one of us. So congratulations, class of 2025. Keep persevering, keep overcoming, and never forget the God who brought you here.